All right, guys. So in this video, we'll be discussing border in CSS. We'll be going through different values and different properties of border, and we'll be going through that how we can create, and in which situation we use border while using CSS. But if you haven't accessed this playlist CSS tutorial, then I have given in the below description all my channel coding world playlist. Just click there and you will be redirected, right? What you want, which playlist you want to be accessed. And if you haven't subscribed coding world, then must subscribe and click on icon bell so that you wouldn't miss any new notification in future. Now let's jump into PDF. After that we'll be jumping into VS Code. So this is CSS border style. What are borders? If you're a beginner, border is something like edges. Suppose I have something like text and I want to generate borders around this text. For that we use border property. Now there are so many values of border while using border style, such as solid, dotted, dashed, double means double border, groove, reach, inset, outset, mix. And after that there are some shorthand. Now what is shorthand? Such as if you want to do all the styling of your border at single line, then you can use shorthand property. We'll be discussing it as well. Now let's jump into VS Code. So I have created this file by the name of tut4border.html. Now first we need by shifting shift and exclamation mark enter. Now tab, so that we can easily redirect it. Now let me zoom it out. Okay, now here first let me create here h1. Now within this h1, this is all about border in CSS. I will do some basic stuff so that we can easily understand the phenomena of borders in CSS. After that, let me create here a div by giving a class. We have discussed what is class in previous video and what is ID, and we have also discussed what is the difference between class and ID. So let me use paragraph, and within this paragraph let me use some text by the help of lorem. So 20, enter. Now click right command palette, click on toggle word wrap so that you can easily see your text instead of horizontally but vertically. Okay, great. So this is, now let me open with live server. Okay, so as you can see we have this is our h1 and this is our div. Within div we have a paragraph. Now I want to create a border around this text, this h1. The same thing I will do for this one as well. So what I will do, I will use CSS. So you can use CSS external and you can easily link it, but for the sake of tutorial we'll be using CSS within HTML document. So I'll be using here style, and within this style I'll be using to access my HTML tags or elements. So first I'll use basic selector by accessing this h1 tag. So here I will be using, first I'll be using border. After that I'll be using its value. So as we have discussed that you can do manually separately by using one line. So but first we need to do something like, if I specify border style and border style such as dashed, the border style will be dashed. So go open, right click, open with live server. As you can see, this we have border dash type. Now let me give a color. So I will use border color such as red, open with live server. As you can see, now we can do something like border. There are so many things, but for now let me use just style. So after this you can change the style such as solid. You can use solid and the solid will be something like this. Let me zoom in, and you can do something, you can change something like your double. If you want to create double type border, then you have to specify double value, and as you can see it will be double. Okay, let me remove all this tape because it will take my RAM. There are so many things after that. Inset, what it will do, but before inset, let's me check grow. Grow will be something like this one, but first we need to specify border width now, that we can easily specify. So border width such as 5 pixel. Now we will see the difference between okay, let me zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. So as you can see at the mid, we have a straight edges. So it's mean that we have from top and bottom, we have created grow. That is grow. Okay. After that, you can do such as we have other stuff like dash, dotted, grow, checked, inset. It will same like grow, but this time it will be inside. As you can see, just at the left side, you can see it something like grow, but inside, inset, not at the mid. But you want to outside, then you have to specify here outset. So it will be look like this. As you can see, this time outside. After that, we have other like let me check. Solid, we have ridge. Now what will ridge look like? So let me show you. Ridge will be something like groove, but the difference will be at the corner. At the corner, as you can see, we have straight edges. Otherwise, it will be same like groove. There is no will be different, but the only difference, it will be outside. It will be grow as well as outset. So it produce two values, outset and grow. Okay. Now I can do all these things at a single line, and this is called shorten. So I will do border. After that, I'll specify just width. I don't need to specify width. I need to specify just the value. But before width, I can do such as its width 5 pixel. After that, let me specify its style such as double, solid. And you can give color here, right? So let me give it blue one this time. So you can do this thing at single line so that you can save your lines. So this is called shorten property. Okay. So that was all about CSS border, and we have checked that how we can use shorten property for border. Now let me show you another thing. If you have a website and you have multiple divs, elements, tags, and there are so many styling from CSS, and you are confused at how to specify the width of your border, then you don't need to worry. Just open with live server. As you can see, we have this. Now you can do the same thing for this. I will skip this part. This will be your homework. Now let me right click and inspect, and it will give you HTML code and CSS style. As you can see here, we have body, and within body we have this H1. The moment I click this H1, it will be highlighted right here. As you can see, if I hover my cursor on this, it will highlight this. It's mean that this is our H1. Now click on it, and at the right side, let me make it bigger and let me zoom in, zoom. We have this H1. So just click on this width and this pixel side and press your up arrow key if you want to increase border width. As you can see, now there you can easily do your style. You can make it lesser, you can make it according to your requirement. You can change style right here, such as from solid to dashed. See, you can change the color such as red. Enter. So you can do all these things right here while after opening your website, and just right click and inspect. Okay. So if you have not subscribed my channel Coding World, then subscribe it and must access this playlist, because we are going to learn about CSS style from scratch, from 0 to hero, and there will be so many tutorials in future. So see you in the next video.